If you love crackers or crunchy, crispy chips of any sort, either potato chips, plantain chips, any type of chips, then you'd absolutely love these delicious few ingredients crackers that's so addictive and my kids' all-time favorite. Let's get started. To your bowl, add 2 cups of flour. I'll add some salt, just a bit over half a teaspoon of salt, and I'll mix this properly till combined. You can add pepper or spices of choice if you want it a bit spicy. You can even add grated onions for extra flavor. I'll add some oil. This is 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And here I have 1 cup of water, and I'll add some of the water, just a bit over half. I don't want to add the water all at once. And go in with my hands and mix this properly till combined. So if you're making snacks like this, if you're making these crackers, you don't want to add the water all at once. I'll say go in with the water little by little so you don't end up with a dough that is too sticky and then you have to salvage it by adding flour later on. So go in with the water little by little till a dough is formed just like this. So go ahead and knead this on. I'll knead this for a bit to get it to be very smooth. And when you're done, your dough should be like this. I'll just knead it on for a bit longer. Your dough should be a bit sticky, but it shouldn't be sticking to your hands when you're done. It should be soft but not sticky. So place it back in the bowl and cover it. And we're going to let this rest for about 15 minutes, okay? So this is 15 minutes later. I'll just open it up and show you what it looks like. Can you see it's gotten way stretchier? So this is what your dough should be like after it's done resting. So I'll place it back on and I'm going to divide this into 4. I'll try to get them to be as equal as possible. So I'll take one and I'm going to try to get a round shape. So I'll just roll it into a round shape. I'll roll it in my palm just like this. And I'll repeat the process for the 3 remaining dough. So I'll just roll it like this, just as I did the first one, and roll it in my palm just like this. So I'll do the same for the 3rd and the 4th. So I'll take 3 and keep it aside. I'll cover it so it doesn't dry up, and then I'll take 1, flour up the work surface just as so, place the dough on, and I'll also flour my rolling pin so it gets easier to roll. And I'm going to roll this very flat. I roll this flat, flip on the other side, and keep rolling, keep stretching this, keep rolling it into a very thin flat dough. By the time you're done rolling, this is what it should have. Your dough should be really thin, just like this. In fact, this is the exact way to make perfect samosa wraps. So it should have that thin samosa wrap consistency. So I'm done with this one. I'll keep it aside and I'll go ahead and repeat the process for the remaining 3. So this is the second one. I've rolled it also. As you're rolling it, make sure to get it to be the same size as the first one. So I sprinkled a bit of flour so it doesn't stick, and then I placed the other one on. So here is the remaining 2 that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process. So here I sprinkled some flour so it doesn't stick, and this is the 3rd one which I placed on, and then I'll sprinkle some flour again and place the last one on. So here we're done with the whole 4, and this is what it looks like. By the time you place them on, it shouldn't stick. You should be able to just open them up like this, take them apart like this without it sticking. Okay, so this is everything all done. Your perfect wraps. You can use this for samosa wraps, you can use this for spring roll wraps. It's so good. So this is the cutter I'm going to be using. It's a cookie cutter. You can use anything to cut. I'm just going to align them properly so that it's well lined, and then I'll go ahead and cut this is the four all joined together. So after cutting, I want to make sure that it's coming off each other. But if yours is sticking together, please don't go ahead and keep on cutting, because it might just end up sticking together. And if you find it difficult to separate them, it might get messy when it's time to fry them. So I'll go ahead and keep on cutting till I'm done. I'll cut round till I'm done. So I'll sprinkle some flour so it gets easier to cut. But if yours is sticking, then that means you need to sprinkle a bit more flour and maybe separate them and cut them one after the other rather than cutting them whole four at once. This is one of my favorite snacks to me because my kids love it so much, and it's so addictive that when you take some, you can't just stop eating this. I'll go ahead and take out this excess. We are not going to throw this away. We're also going to fry this. I made a similar crackers video on this channel, and most of the questions I was getting is, can we add sugar? Can we add pepper? You can add some sugar, but make sure to not do more than 1 tablespoon. You don't want to do too much because it might affect the texture of your crackers. So don't do too much. Add a bit of sugar. If you want it on the spicy side, you can add some pepper. You can even add some onions for extra flavor. So when you're done cutting them, then go ahead and separate them like this. It's not supposed to be difficult to separate them. It's supposed to come off easily because we worked with lots of flour to prevent it from sticking. So I'll go ahead and place them all on my tray. This is how thin it should be. The thinner it is, the crunchier, trust me. So this much is okay. I'll just go ahead and fry. So make sure your oil is hot, very hot, and then go ahead and place them in the oil. It doesn't take too long to fry, 3 to 5 minutes maximum, and it's all ready. So as you place it in the oil, make sure to stir it, make sure to flip it so that it fries uniformly. So basically that's how you're going to keep on frying. When it's golden brown, you can carefully take it off the oil and you keep repeating the process. Some questions I got from the previous crackers I did was, a few people said they tried it and it was perfect, and someone also said she tried it and it wasn't crunchy, it wasn't crispy. And then I asked her, did you follow the recipe to the T? Did you follow everything I did exactly? And she said no, she added a bit of baking powder. So one thing I want to explain about baking powder is that if you add baking powder to something like this, it's going to make it rise, it's going to make it softer, it's not going to make it crunchy. It's going to reduce the crunchiness and it's going to make it softer and make it rise and look more like buns. So if you want a crunchy crackers, if you want it crunchy, please skip the baking powder. And if I post a recipe, just try to follow it exactly to the T, and trust me, you're going to get good results. You're going to get it just exactly as mine. So after frying, make sure to strain out all the oil completely to prevent having oily crackers. And that's all, our crackers all ready. And oh my god, this is so delicious and so addictive. If you love crackers, please type crackers down in the comments below. So this is the other one. This was the excess that I took out. I went ahead and fried, and it's still crispy, crunchy, and delicious. Is this something you're willing to try? Leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.